I'm thinking of this verse 27 where it talks about whoever therefore eats the bread and the cup in an unworthy manner will be guilty of profaning the body and blood of Christ. That to me speaks about the need. That's why Catholics are encouraged to make sure they go to confession.
Right. Well, at one time in the church, and not that long ago, you went to confession every Saturday before Sunday Mass, just to make sure. And a lot of times that was because people didn't know if they had any mortal sins or not. They would go tell all their sins to the priest, and then they would find out. And I still have that happening. People will come into my confessional and they'll say, "Father, I don't know if this is a sin, but I need to confess it and see if it is." And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. But they need to do that. But the fact is, we need to really discern whether we are unworthy because of our actions. That this is something that's so holy that we need to take care of that before we profane ourselves, because it has a backlash. It's almost like Newton's laws of, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And if you go and do something and you are unworthy, what reaction is going to take place? Either we're profaning ourselves or we're profaning the Lord. But this is real.
And to me, this is an example of where the Catholic Church takes Scripture very seriously.
Very seriously. Perhaps more serious than any other denomination, even though we've been accused of the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as an evangelical Protestant, I would have prided myself on being committed to Scripture, taking it as literally as I could, right, except for John chapter 6.
Well,
I didn't take seriously.
There's another
and this one.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with this. I avoided it, and there's a number of places that I've avoided, but I think Catholics take it seriously. You can be, as a Catholic, you can go to the ultimate extreme, like you said, confession every Saturday, just to be sure. That might be a little too scrupulous. But we've gone to the other extreme too, where some Catholics, if they get to confession once a year, they take it too little. Yeah. Whereas this is what the Scripture says. This is why, in fact, the Church emphasizes that every Catholic at least once a year, at least, minimum. Why? Because, as it says in 1 John, none of us can claim we're without sin.
Right.
And so in that sense, there's not a one of us that, what do we say in the Mass? Lord, I am not worthy to receive you, or now to have you come under my roof.
Right. Again, that Cornelius passage, and I'm not worthy for you to be here, for be under my roof, and all of that.
We're going to take another